Hi, and welcome to the Creative Treehouse. My name is Robin Broom, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. And I love teaching you ways to bring your paper crafting to life. Today, our paper crafting project is this lovely Country Birdhouse card. This is a brand new set in the new catalog, which will go live next week. I hope you'll get a chance to purchase it. It will be absolutely awesome. I will have the numbers, the ways to purchase it on my blog once it goes live. So I'll have lots of other things on my blog before then, but I won't be able to connect all the dots there until it goes live. But I will put that on there in case you want to purchase it and you don't already have a demonstrator. So this is so cool, using a lot of new products besides just the Country Birdhouse. And let me show you the stamp set to it. So this is the stamp set, Country Birdhouse, and it has several sentiments also. And there are dies, which you can see I used a bunch of the dies to make this project. Here are, I believe, most of them. And I've already made one other card you can see on my blog as well. And I actually used the bird, but I didn't use the flowers. And this time we're going to use the flowers on it. And so all die cut out. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? I can tell you quickly some of the measurements, and I'll also tell you some of the, this is designer series paper, as is this, and it comes from the same set, and it is, oh, I knew I was going to forget it. It has something to do with the lace on it, I believe. I'll put that on there as well. But here are just two pieces from it. This is what we made the house out of, and this is the background. And I'll show you these as well. This is actually a new color that will also be in the new catalog. It's a new base color, a new neutral color called Basic Beige. So that's really fun. There is an embossing folder that goes with this set as well, and I think has something to do with eyelet. I don't have it yet, but it is on its way to my house. So I'm excited about that. Let's see what else I can go over some of the measurements that will also be on my blog as well. I'm going to see if I can zoom in just a little bit more so you can see it a little better. All right, is that a little bit better perhaps? All right, so the card base is a Misty Moonlight card base. And I'm just remembering that I don't think I brought my card base in here. And then we have the this is Misty Moonlight, and it's your regular card base of 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And I'll put these measurements on my blog as well. And then this little that's peeping out right here, and is also, well, no, it's not that one. It's the lighter pink in all the flowers, and it's peeping out right here. That is a new color, one of the in colors, and it is called Pretty in Pink. Apparently it is one that is returning from a long, long time ago, before my Stampin' Up! Days. And it's Pretty in Pink, and this one is measures 5 3/16 by 3 15/16, and that's because I just wanted just a little tiny border. So then we get to the Night of Navy next, and that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. More normal dimensions for you. And then this piece of the DSP is 4 13/16 by 3 9/16. Sorry about all the 16th measurements. All right, and the sentiment, this is that Basic Beige I was talking about, and it is 2 3/8 by 3/8, and this is Misty Moonlight behind it as a matte, and it is 2.5 by 1/2, just a half. All right, and the other things, let me see while I'm thinking about it. I'll probably say it later. These are the classic matte dots that are the centers of the flowers, and this is an embellishment that is retiring. And by retiring, I mean just in the next few days, at the end of April, when that new catalog comes out in May, all these things will be retiring. And it's a great set. It's got black. Let me see if I've got it. I think I do, yeah. It has white and then the off-white and gray and black dots, and it's classic matte dots. Love it. Hope you have some of those in your stash, and I'm sure there'll be other things coming out in the new catalog that would also work. And the only other die that I used here that was not part of the country Birdhouse one is this, and that is the smallest of the stylish shapes, the smallest circle, and I finagled a way to make this little opening, the little border around it, and using this, and then I actually used a punch that punched out the circle from within. So, and that was just a, I'm not really sure. I think it's like a 5/8 of an inch circle or something like that. But anyway, so that is that, and let's just see if we can put it together. It has lots of dimension, lots of dimensionals are used. It's really fun. So let me see. So here is the Birdhouse base, and here's the DSP and the Night of Navy and the Pretty in Pink. And I think we could probably just go ahead and glue those pieces together. So we're going to put always use your smaller piece is where you're going to put your glue, and especially if you can get your glue to come out of the bottle. I got my smaller one to work earlier. Okay, hang on. Out of all these glue bottles, I'm sure one of them is going to cooperate. Let me try this one again, one more time. I see. Sometimes I invested in some straight pins to kind of poke inside to get it going, and I think that did the trick. Let's see if it did. I saw a little bit of glue coming. There we go. I think it's slowly but surely coming on out. All right. It doesn't take a lot. It's the Tombow liquid glue, and it is really, really great glue. Okay. Hopefully I got enough on there. And then this is the trick, because it is just the tiniest hint of, because I didn't want it to be overwhelming. I tried it bigger and it just seemed a little bit overwhelming. So that is that, and then we'll move on to our DSP, and we'll put that on there. Give it a little bit. There, it's coming. It took it a minute. It was slow going. All right. I think, actually, I think I'm going to try it this way only because I don't think anybody's going to notice. But there's the little flowery things. It's only half down here, and it's more at the top. So just visually, I think it. All right, and then for here, what we're going to do, I'm going to do several things. We're going to build this up. And one thing I decided to do on mine was I took my Stampin' Write marker, and because this is on the lighter, it fades away just a little bit. And so I'm going to take my Stampin' Write marker in the Misty Moonlight, and everything else is covered up, but I'm going to just take the edge of it, and I'm going to. And let me see if you can see the difference. There's just a very subtle difference, but I like it. So we're gonna do it on this side as well. Okay, let me do it one more time. So there's just little tiny things can make a big difference. All right, so I'm gonna put this here so I have it as a reference. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on I'm going to move this out of the way. We're going to put on the roof, and we're also going to do, this is Pool Party. Night of Navy is the roof, and then the cute little scallop is Pool Party. And I've already cut out the center, and let me show you. This is what cuts out the center of the birdhouse. It kind of looks like a steering wheel. And then this is the bottom too. I think I have that upside down. Yep. Okay. Of the house. And then I did some more things. Okay. Gotta see which one I did. I also cut out this in both Misty Moonlight and Pool Party. And then I was going to decide, I think on this I will put, and then I just trimmed it. So I just cut them, and I cut them at the same time. And so these were together, and I cut them, and then just using the trimmer, and then these were together. And then that way I had the exact same size going on, and so that I just thought that that added a lot to it, so I really liked that. And the other thing that we're going to do is I also, if you look closely, you'll see that I embossed it so it kind of looks like wood here and here, and that is what I did with another product that's retiring. Let me see, I believe I brought it, yes. It's a set of 2 embossing folders, and it's splatters, yes, splatters and stripes. They're both 3D folders, and so this is an awesome one. I've used it a bunch of times because it really looks like wood grain, especially on smaller projects like this. Okay, so, but we're also going to do some more layers. So I'm going to leave, I do want that, and then I'm going to also put the one that I embossed, and I did it twice. So I did it once going that direction and once going that direction. And I also did it for the bottom as well. So those will go on top of that. So that is all part of it. But before I put any of those on, I'm going to attempt to stamp that part. Let me move all of these over just for a minute. I did one of these on a Facebook Live the other day, and I ended up having to put my head completely in the camera. I don't believe I've ever done that before, but to get it lined up, and you'll see in just in a minute. So also, I'm going to point this out to you. This is this, and it makes it look like, to me anyway, that you would also have the little holes, but it doesn't. So there are no holes in there. So, but what we're going to do to make it a little fancier is they have this really neat stamp in there, and I am going to see if I can line it up. Let me see if I can get it to the edge just a little bit. I'm going to see if I can maybe zoom in even more. All right. Hopefully. Okay, now I'm going to try really hard not to get my head in, but if I do, and it works exactly with the scallops. So let's see if I can get it in there correctly. Ah, that looked great. All right, let me try one more time on the other side. Isn't that neat? Just something really small, but it adds just a great detail. Look at that. There's a the back of a dimensional hanging out there. Those dimensionals are so funny. They kind of have a life of their own. They just run around all by themselves. You find them all over the place. Ah, that was great. I even had an extra one on hand that I cut out in case I messed that one up. All right, so there is that. Now we can put the house together, the birdhouse. So let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my thin glue bottle. It still has the Tombow liquid glue in it, and but this is something that I purchased on Amazon. It's one, you can find it on my blog under my favorites if it's something that you'd be interested in. It has a funnel, and you just get the glue into there, and then you've got this nice little nozzle. It's wonderful. So, and you can, because sometimes the regular bottles I find can be, it's really easy to get the wrong amount of glue going. And then you have to use your glue eraser, which is not too terrible. All right, let's see. I think I didn't quite get that all the way up there. All right, so that's the first part of the roof. And now we're going to use this one that has been embossed. So give it a little glue, and it's just going to go right on top. I think it just adds, I really like the dimension. It just makes it seem, it brings it more to life, which I really love. All right, so we've got that going. All right, now let's put the regular one on the bottom here. Okay. And yes, the liquid glue is great because you get a chance to move your paper in place. And then we'll do the one that has the embossing on it. This is definitely a folder that I'm going to keep on hand because I have so enjoyed using it and I've used it a ton. All right, let's see if I don't think I got that lined up. That's pretty good. All right, and then let's go start at the top. Now hopefully this is dry. We can put on the cute little scallop. Okay, and it just tucks under there. There is one more piece that you can do. It's the end. I thought about putting it on there, but I don't think we needed it. It would fit right in between, a real skinny little piece. And I thought about making one in the basic beige. There is that dimensional back again. That is so funny. All right, so that is the right way. All right, so I'm going to put the pool party on the top, and then with the misty moonlight on the bottom, underneath that, below it, I guess I should say. All right. Make sure I've got it go in the right direction. That should be correct. So I get the glue on the right way. And we will keep on going. All right. There we go. Let's see if I got it all lined up at the top. Yep, that looks pretty good. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I had already cut out in the pool party using this and a punch. And then this definitely needs, look at all that glue all over me. All right, we are going to just put a couple of little dots around there, and then we will frame up the hole. Actually, we will not frame up the hole. That is the smaller one. Look at that. It's still cute. Oh my goodness, it's still really cute. You know what? I'm gonna just leave that because what I can do is, yeah, that still looks really good. All right, but it's too small. So we are going to put, this is just a square of, oh, I put it too much on there. Let me do it this way. Dun, 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 dun. This is going to be, so you're seeing the inside, and I'm going to just do it like this. Okay. Yep, you can learn from my mistakes. Okay, so there. That looks cool. And now this will actually sit inside. Let me put a couple more dots of glue. I'm going to have to get a baby wipe and wipe off the glue off of my fingers, or I'm going to completely stick to the project. Ah, there. That looks really, really nicely. Love that. Isn't that cute already? Of course, I love these colors. Okay, I'm going to be careful with it because I put glue there. So I think we can probably, let's go ahead and put our sentiment on, and then we can start building our flowers as well. So it's kind of cool that we get to build a house and we get to build a flower garden around. So many cool things that you can do paper crafting. All right, so I feel like my other one was up a little bit too high, just barely. So I'm going to put that one, that looks about right. Okay, again, just, it's not on dimensionals. When we get to the house and the flowers, they will be. Okay, let's see if I got it relatively centered. I think so. All right, now what else should we do? Let's do dimensionals for the house. And that's what I will do. We're just going to ignore that glue there. And I think I'll just put, let's see if we get it fairly even. And then one in the center. All right, so we got that. We'll go ahead and put our house on. And the roof will be, the pointy part will be almost to the very top of our card. All right. And then let's make sure that I can get it pretty centered as well. All right. and side to side. That's one really nice thing about this particular piece of the DSP is it was easy to line up. One of the first houses that I cut from other designer series paper did not have those lines, and so it was all kind of whomper jogged. But all right, so that is pretty cool. Let's start building our flowers. Now some of them I've already done just to save some time. I already have the little embellishment on the inside and everything. So, and I'm using the light color is the Pretty in Pink, and the dark color is another of the new in colors, and it is called Petunia Pop. So it's probably one of my favorites. That, and there's a green that I really like as well. Okay, so these are the same as the bottom of those flowers right there. Do I need to zoom in even more maybe? Let's see, I was going the wrong way. All right, let's see, that may be too close, but hopefully you can see. So what I did on this one is I just took the glue, put a little dot in the center, and offset the petals like that. And then put the lighter color on top of this with a smaller one. So we've got the Petunia Pop, and then we have the Pretty in Pink on top. Okay, and then we're gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna move it a little bit because you see, hopefully you can see a little bit of a difference here that I've taken it and kind of given it a little more life. So, and then on these, I put they were the opposite, so I put light on dark and dark on light. So they're great colors, and I like the way they go together. All right, same with this one. Okay. And then I think I can go back to this other one and then show you. All right, that what I did is there's these little tiny, well, whatever they are. So you can kind of take your finger and just pop it up. You don't even have to have a fingernail there to do it. And that helps. It just gives it more, it just brings it to life. Just love it. So it's not as flat. It looks like a real flower. So, like so. So like that. I think I might have missed that one. And it's easy for them to also kind of go back down as well. So, and that is okay. We can fluff them out a little bit after we get them glued down. Oh, I can't get that one back up again. Okay, so it needs a little one of the, actually, you know what, I think I'll put those on once they're already down. It'll be easier that way. Okay, now we're just gonna sit here and kind of decide where we want our flowers to grow. And the only tricky thing about this is, because it's up so high, I'm doing something that I typically never do, is I'm going to double up the dimensionals on underneath this. So this will be glued, and this that is hanging over is going to actually have two dimensionals. So it's actually going to kind of have a two tower deep dimensionals. All right, so let's see. We're gonna make sure we work around our words there, and we're going to also get, and these as well, you can kind of bend on these and make them look a little bit more realistic. You can even take the little tiny petals and kind of squish them into each other like you're folding it in, and that helps as well. So, okay. Anyway, so do one more and I'll move on. All right, so that, I'll put it somewhere in that area, and then let's flip him up a little bit too. Bring him to life a little. Yeah. It's amazing how much that can change. Okay, and then we're going to tuck some leaves in. And then the leaves, I think they have like 5 different leaves, which is wonderful when you're trying to cut them all out. There's one that is doubled. And then there's ones that go different directions, which is also very helpful. All right, we'll do 2 of those. And so there's 6 of these, and we're going to do 7 leaves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop, that's 8. Maybe not. Let's see. So we'll just kind of tuck, and then I'll glue after we decide where we want everything, okay? So that would be 3. And let's see, 4, 5. Let's see if we did, let me think about that, 6. Yep, okay, and then 7 maybe? Let's see if we can get him tucked in like that. That looks pretty good. That's cute. All right, so we can tweak it as we go. All right, so that is 7 leaves. So anyway, so all right, so now we're going to kind of start putting it together, and I'm going to put these leaves down again, just using the little bit of glue. All right, and then he's going to need glue on this part and dimensional, oh, sorry, other way around. Glue on this part, dimensionals on this one. I'm going to use little bitty dimensionals, and I'm going to put 2 over here, and then the other side's going to have glue. Let me go ahead and pull off the backings. Okay, glue over here. So the part with the glue, the liquid glue, is going to go on the birdhouse, and the other part will, oh, I told you, didn't I? I did, I told you, and I didn't do it. That we're going to make doubles, okay? Because it's a long way up there because we have all the layers. So we are going to double. It's kind of like an Oreo cookie. My favorite Oreo cookies are the double stuff. So we're going to do an Oreo thing here. Let's check and make sure. Yep, okay. There we go. Perfect. Ah, that's great. Okay. And then I think we could get him to go completely on the birdhouse, so we won't have to use any dimensionals on this one. And then this guy, I think he should be like that, and so he'll need a double layer down here. He's little, so we'll just need 1, but a tower of 2, if that made sense. So we're gonna got 2 there. Glue on this part. Okay. And he can be there. Awesome. All right, and then this one's completely down on the birdhouse. Like so. And then this guy will need, oh, let's put the greenery down first. It's easier. Sometimes you can tuck it under, but with all the dimensionals, that can be a little tricky. Okay, fun, fun, fun. Just love this. Okay, so again, we need glue on that side and double dimensionals on this side. So let's do, it's a big one, so we're gonna do two towers. Let me take the backs off of those and double them up. And we'll take the backs off of those. I just got 2 on my fingers. Hang on. That's what happens when you get gluey fingers. All right, let's see. Get the towers off, the backs of the towers, glue on this right here. So the towers go off and the glue goes on. Okay, and then one more, same thing is going to happen. Oh, let's get the greenery on. Forgot this last little leaf. Last leaf. Okay. How's that? Oh, it looks good. Okay, so let's see if I can save the one that came off, maybe. All right, so we have a dimensional here and a double. We're going to double it up if I can get it to not stick on me. That reminds me of the old, I am stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck on me. Okay, but I have Tombos stuck on me. Okay, so we've got the glue and our tower. Tower's gonna sit off of it like so. awesome. That looks wonderful. So excited. And the only other thing that is missing, I just think it helps to tie the colors together, would be the bow. And it is in the Petunia Pop. So I'm going to just add a couple of dots. And we will end up trimming it off. It's not going to go all the way up. So, and I put the main center knot, I guess, right there on the house. And then let me grab my snips. And, or maybe not grab my snips. What happened to my snips? I still don't see my snips. Alright, we're not going to snip it right now. I really don't know what happened to it. Anyway, we're going to snip it right there. Alright, and then I think the only thing we need to do is we need to put it on our Misty Moonlight card base, which is in the other room. So I will get those two things and we'll finish this off. Alright, so now we have our card base. Let me back out just a little bit so you can see a little better. Okay, hopefully. Alright, so we got your Misty Moonlight card base, and we are going to glue this on. Oh, let's snip first. Okay, got my, oh, we lost a leaf. I didn't put a leaf on all the way. Let's go back. I left a leaf off. Oh, and we also don't have our dots on there. So it's really nice that they have small ones and large ones. So I'm going to put the small ones on the small flowers and the large ones on large flower. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to have to work on pulling this back up to make it fluffy again, but I can do that later. All right, I say that as I do it, right? Okay, so we're going to snip this, and I'm going to snip it just right, probably right there. I think I might have had my other one taller than that. That's fine. Not a problem. Yep, I like it that way. It's fine either way. All right, and let's go with, use some glue. Glue this onto here. Ah, such a pretty card. Okay, loving it. All right, and then on the inside, isn't that neat? Oh my goodness, really like it. All right, on the inside, what I was going to do is I was going to use the basic beige and a piece of Night of Navy. The Night of Navy, I believe, is 5 1/8 by, what was it, 3 and whatever, 1/8 of an inch is more than 3 3/4 anyway. And this is 1/4 of an inch smaller. Those measurements will be on my blog. And then, so here is the beige, basic beige. I think I'm going to really like this new color. It's a little bit like Sahara Sand was. And then we're going to put these little guys together. And so, oh, it's running away. No, don't do that. Okay. So we got the light on dark and the dark on light. And this I'm not going to fluff because it's going to be on the inside. And we're going to put those, let's see, right about maybe like that. And this guy is not glued down. Let's try again. And then we're going to put a few leaves and it will be done in the center for the interior of our card. So let's see if we did like so, and let's put a couple of, so if we have 2 of those, then it would probably be a good idea to have 3 leaves. Let's try one of our double leaves and see how that does for us, if that works. Absolutely, I think it's great. We will do that. So let's put these on. I actually washed my fingers off when I was grabbing the stuff. Still pretty gluey, didn't take but a second. I think I'm like Velcro with the glue. All right. Yep, I'm gonna just put this one down. This one is the darker one, or whatever. It's got the darker on the bottom, and so visually I think the darker needing to be lower, so that's why I'm doing it there. And then this one, and then you've got your inside. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, loving it. Okay, I'll glue some Tombow on here. Got your inside. That is, we can call that done. What do you think? Uh-oh, we lost a flower on the front. Oh no! Could be because, look at that. You know what? I don't think I pulled the thing off of it. Okay, yes, the backing is still here. That's so silly. Okay. I need my take your pick tool so I can get that off of there. Come on, backing, you can come off. Let's see if I can grab this. I'll take a pick tool over here. Let's see if I can get it off. Dun, da, da. It really is jammed on there. I may have to do another one. The structural integrity of our card was compromised here. Well, you know what? Let's just take it off and do a whole nother one. That would probably solve that situation. Okay, let's add it to here. Now we've got our correct tower. I have the backing off this time. And we will reapply the flower. Let's do it up high enough that you can still see the H in the happy. Don't want to cover that up. I'm going to slide it over just a wee bit this way. All right, down you go. All right, give it a second to attach. So that is the card. What do you think? I am tickled to death. I really, really, really like it. Here's the other one. So here they are together. I'm loving it. Here was one of my original ones that I did. So there's quite a bit of difference. I did a wash on that, and there's a bird on this one. So you can tell me which one you like better. I like them both, but for different reasons. I'm thinking I might like this one better. So I would love it if you'd leave a comment and tell me what you think. And I would also love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I would love that. And you can remember to go to my blog and find out the measurements and things like that for the card. And I think that's about it. The blog is creativetreehouse.blog. Pretty easy to remember. And I will see you guys next time in the treehouse. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.